In January, when Pope Leo XIV convened the College of Cardinals for the first consistory of his pontificate, something notable didn't happen. The liturgy was on the agenda. Then it wasn't. Now, Cardinal Gerhard Müller has revealed why, and his explanation is both simpler and more complex than anyone expected. In an interview with Raymond Arroyo on The World Over, Müller described what happened behind closed doors. The Pope proposed 4 subjects for discussion. A great majority of cardinals spoke in favor of focusing on the new evangelization. Because time was limited, the cardinals preferred to speak about the great challenges of the Church and not so much about aspects inside of the Church. That sounds straightforward, but the context matters. The cardinals gathered in Rome just weeks after Pope Leo succeeded Francis, at a moment when Traditionis custodes still restricted the Latin Mass, when the SSPX was preparing July consecrations, and when the liturgy wars showed no sign of cooling. So why would cardinals, many of whom privately support the Old Mass, choose to set it aside? The cardinal was careful. The basic conviction is that the Holy Mass is the center of the Christian life, and about this there is no discussion. The discussion is about how to use the older form of the Latin Rite or the new form of the Latin Rite. He expressed confidence that Pope Leo will find a good solution for everybody, but his real reason for pushing liturgy off the agenda was strategic. We are living in times of secularization, atheism, anti-Christian political systems, woke ideology, and wrong anthropology. These, Müller argued, are absolutely in contradiction to the Christian understanding of the dignity of every body called to become daughters and sons of God in Jesus Christ. Translation: the Church faces existential threats from the outside. Internal debates over liturgical forms, while important, shouldn't consume the energy needed to fight those battles. But here's the question Müller's reasoning raises. Can the Church effectively resist secularization without liturgical renewal? The French bishops told Rome something different. Their leaked response to Traditionis custodes noted that Latin Mass communities brought a more explicit sacrificial dimension of the Mass and served as a balm for those wounded after Vatican II. Nearly 2/3 said the traditional liturgy met a genuine pastoral need. Cardinal Eck of Utrecht, who just celebrated his first public Latin Mass in March, reported something similar. The Church was filled with young families, and widespread recourse to the sacrament of penance accompanied the celebration. He noted that a not inconsiderable number of young converts find the Church through the traditional liturgy. Janet Smith, the prominent moral theologian, told a similar story. After decades of avoiding the Latin Mass for fear of being labeled a rad trad, she finally attended and discovered a piece of heaven. Her spiritual life was nourished in a way that she never, ever would have expected. Müller is not anti-liturgy. His point is about priorities. Face the external threats first. But critics, including some who attended the consistory, note that the cardinals who pushed liturgy off the agenda are the same ones who have overseen Europe's rapid secularization. Perhaps the liturgy is not a distraction from the new evangelization. Perhaps it is the new evangelization. What emerges is a pastoral question. Does the Church need to settle its internal fights before engaging the world, or does it need to engage the world by rediscovering the worship that once converted it? Müller believes Pope Leo will find a good solution for everybody, but as July approaches and the SSPX consecrations loom, the question of how to prioritize the liturgy may be decided not in consistory halls, but in parish pews, where young families, old converts, and tired Catholics keep showing up week after week looking for something the world can't give them.